Subscribe and press the bell icon to enjoy more exciting and enlightening videos from the here. Hello and welcome to yet another compelling episode of Theya Masterpieces. Today, we are going to have a conversation with our career mentor, Mr. Ramesh Vishwanathan. Hello, sir. How are you doing today?
Yeah, fine, Shreyas.
Okay, that's great to know. So, let's start off by knowing more about your career path and journey. So, can you please walk us through that?
See, actually, I am basically a graduate in production engineering from Anna University, and I started my career in TVS group of companies. One company known as Sundaram Clayton, which is into air braking system and aluminum die casting. So I joined in the technical field, but after a year I was switched over to marketing because there was a requirement in marketing. At that time we were growing from a 50 crore company, and by the time I exited that company, I was there for almost 15 years.
Okay.
So it was a 2000 crore company when we exited. So after that I had worked in 2 or 3 multiple organizations in engine valves, then plastic products and those things. So as of now, I am based out of a north-based company, and I am as chief marketing manager here.
Okay, sir. That's great to know. Now, I want to ask you, sir, what inspired you to become a career mentor and join here?
See, basically, that is because of the reflection I had based on my experience in my own life. See, I am basically from Central School, Kendriya Vidyalaya, which is CBSE, and usually Central School passed out person doesn't get good opportunities in the state-owned institutions because of the difference in the standard and syllabus and all. So at that time, I actually joined a course because I was very much interested to do engineering at that time. Now people are not interested, I know. So I was interested, so I joined because I didn't get an opening in any of the good institutes. I thought that I will do a AMIE course, which is equivalent to CA in accountancy. So AMIE is basically Institution of Engineers, that is equivalent to BE, BTech, like that. It is a private run tutorial is there, and I joined there. After a year, I found out that I am not eligible because I was not eligible from the age point of view to write this exam. Then after a year, I had to drop out of that and then join a course known as BSc in Applied Sciences in one of the reputed college in Coimbatore, PSG College of Technology. So at that point of time, till I was to join, I was not even aware that such a course exists. This course is actually a course of triple major maths, physics and chemistry, and over and above that all the engineering subjects are dealt with in great depth, be it mechanical, production, electrical, electronics, IT, everything. So after passing out that, I came to know that there is a 3-year BTech program which requires a BSc as a qualification to write that exam. This also I was not aware. So fundamentally, based on my experience during my educational period, I came to understand that the wealth of information which is in public domain for people like me at that stage in my career or my progress in life to become a career-oriented person, I found out that what are the courses available, what are the options available, these things are not clearly available, and if it is available also, someone is required for you to guide that person correctly. And when I took up this program, it was during the lockdown. I thought that I will do something because we had time available because we need not travel and those things were there. When I came across this, I actually joined this first to understand myself.
Right.
Yeah. So see, before we are going to guide anyone, first we should know what we are.
Correct.
So I thought that this was a very good opportunity for me to understand myself first through your psychometric tests and all. And more or less based on the session which was conducted by your Mr. Naveen Badri Narayana,
Yes.
I somehow feel that more or less 85% to 80 to 85% it matches with what your assessment of the candidate is.
Right.
So I thought that this should spread to all the people, though for me I am 43-year-old, maybe it's too late, but people who are in younger generation, they should know this, such a thing exists, and they should not have to experiment like me to switch over from one course to another. In the bargain, you lose your precious time in your progress in life.
Correct. Okay. Rightly said, sir. So now I want to ask you, how do you think Dheya is changing the overall perspective about career mentoring?
See, I would say that maybe, see, as I told you earlier, I recently took up this career mentoring, and I would not claim that I am well versed in this field because I have not done much sessions also. But from my perspective, I would say that see, earlier career guidance and opportunities available, such institutions or guidance cells were there already. And in all the institutions, educational institutions, you have this placement cell also.
Correct.
But that is more or less as a transactional kind of a institute, I would say.
Right.
It doesn't give you any insight of why, what, how, and those things.
Right.
It will just take you there. It is like apple will fall when it will fall. It will fall when it wants to fall.
Correct.
But we don't know. We are not able to predict. Or see, the choices are very important to make a decision. And I would say that Dheya is doing good job from giving the options, because see, seldom we can, in this competitive world and the uncertain world, we can never have only one choice and then stick on to it and have a dogged character to get only that, because it is very uncertain. So we should have choices in life, and we should be flexible enough to switch over from one to another, and based on our personality and our family background, and also the interest and aptitude which you are assessing during your program on mentoring, you are coming and logically convincing the person that this should be the most suitable, but you leave this decision to that person, and you also guide them after the program is done on mentoring, so that if they have any queries, you take it up and you guide them after the completion of that mentoring program also. So I would say that this is a good opportunity for younger generation, especially with new opportunities and new horizons coming. And during my mentoring session also, I came to know that this chartered accountancy and this BL program, this lawmaking program, these are going to become redundant going forward based on one study by the overseas organization. So these kind of insights are very important, because see, many people, I would say that as of now, if you see the engineering enrollment also, it is less than 50%.
Correct.
So many people are migrating from science to commerce stream, and they should be very much aware, because the pinnacle of commerce stream is chartered accountancy. And when this actually as a career is a question mark down 5 or 10 years, people should be aware and they should equip themselves accordingly.
Right. Rightly said. And lastly, sir, I want to ask you, what advice or suggestion would you like to give to today's parents and students about how to choose a career?
See, I am a parent myself. So first, before I go to giving or suggestion or advice, first I should practice that. That is my thing. So I would say that, see, my son is in 7th standard. First, I would like to tell about my family. So I wanted him to first complete this Dheya career mentoring program, but I understand that minimum 13 years should be completed. He is 12 years only. So I'm just waiting for his completion to 13 years. I somehow feel that parents should give the opportunity to their children and experiment whether they are interested in that field, but not compel them.
Right.
But because it is new, everything is new. Just like for a baby, for us, a mall or a cinema complex will be a boring affair based on our personality. But for a baby, everything is new and it will be excited after seeing the outside world.
Correct.
Because it is experiencing everything as a new. So like that, in the career path of their children, whether it is engineering stream or basic sciences or accountancy or armed forces, everything is new for them because they have not known that earlier. So which interests them, we will not be able to predict. So we should give all these options available on the table and just monitor them whether they are interested in that field.
Right.
So if they are not interested in that field, slowly we should migrate them to some other thing. But I somehow feel that many people, they want to thrust their dreams which are not fulfilled to their children, which is a wrong practice.
Right.
And we should avoid doing that, because at that point of time, down 30 years back, maybe that is a good field, a very market savvy field. But today it would be a redundant field.
Correct.
So just because we were not able to fulfill our dreams, we should not thrust this upon our children. And everyone has, in a democratic country, obviously, everyone has a right to live according to his taste, and that includes the education, the career, right from 13 years, as you rightly said. That is the right period. They have to start deciding, and we should always guide them, but not thrust our views on them.
Very well said, sir. I sincerely thank you for taking out your precious time and sharing your experience with us today. And I thank you all for watching this episode. I'm sure we must have found it insightful, inspirational, and enlightening. Stay tuned and stay safe. Until next time.
Thank you.